Hi, I'm Josephine Manillas, Master Teacher from Holy Spirit National High School. Our lesson for today is the relationship between work, power, and energy. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to: number 1, compute for power output in walking and running up a flight of stairs. Number 2, identify the factors that contributed to the highest and lowest power output in walking and running up a flight of stairs. And number 3, participate actively during the activity. In our previous lesson, we have discussed the relationship between work and energy. We have mentioned that work is a way of transferring energy, and energy is the capacity to do work. When work is done by an object, it releases or it loses energy, and when work is done on an object, it gains energy. To understand this, let us watch an animated clip about work.
Let's focus on work.
Oh, I have done a lot of work. I pushed that stone too much.
In science language, you have not done any work.
Why?
Whatever force you apply, but if things do not move, that means work is not done.
Work is said to be done when force is able to move something.
Oh, so let me leave this big stone. Let me pick these smaller ones.
Yeah, this is the right choice. At least you're moving few things and some work is being done.
You may apply lot of force, but if things don't move, that means work is not done.
Another concept related to work and energy is power. That is what we are going to study for today. Power is the rate of doing work at the rate of using energy. In equation, power is equal to work divided by time, or power is equal to energy divided by time. Therefore, the unit of power is joules per seconds, but maybe you're more familiar with watts, which is commonly used to measure the power consumption of an electric devices. The unit watt is named after James Watt, who was a Scottish inventor and a mechanical engineer, known for his improvement on the steam engine technology. The conversion of unit from joules per second to watts is 1 watt is equal to 1 joules over 1 second. To find out the relationship between work, power, and energy, we will be doing an activity which is entitled How Powerful I Am. These are the materials needed: a meter stick and a timer. How are you going to do it? Here are the procedures. Number 1. Write the group member's name in the first column in the table. Number 2. Enter its member's weight in the column 2. To solve the weight, multiply the mass in kilogram by the acceleration due to gravity, which is 9.8 meters per second squared. Number 3. Measure the height of the flight of the stairs that you have climbed. Record it on the table. Number 4. Each member will walk or run up the flight of stairs. Use a stopwatch or any watch to get the time it takes for each member to climb the stairs. Record the time in the fourth column. Number 5. Solve for the energy expended by each member. Record them in the fifth column of the table. And number 6. Compute for the power output of each member. After performing the activity, you should be able to answer the following questions. Number 1. Who among the group members had the highest power output? Number 2. What is the highest power output? Number 3. Who among the group members had the lowest power output? Number 4. What is the lowest power output? Number 5. What can you say about the work done by each member of the group? Did each member perform the same amount of work in climbing the stairs? 6. What factor or factors determine the highest or lowest power output?